Welcome back, Flutter experts. In this episode, we will be working on the product details screens, wishlist screen, and few related widgets. So let's dive into the code. So let's just have a look at our demonstration application, how we will be just designing the details page and the wishlist page. So yeah, I'll be just moving to our that demonstration application. Here we just click on any of this product, so we will be just redirected to this detail page. So here we just need this title and a button. Simply we can just use this automatically amplify leading to true, so we can just get that, but we will be just customizing this button. Uh, so we will be just creating this also, and here we just need the title and the price, and here the wish list button icon, or and here on this side we just need a button which will be the elevated button basically. So on that button we will be just adding an icon and the title into it. So this add to wishlist button is used in the home page, and it is being used many times and in many places. So basically we will be just customizing this button, and we will be just making this button reusable, so we can be just able to reuse this button in our entire application. And here we just need a title about this item and the category, which category this item is in, and the description below. So yeah, we will be just designing this, and on the profile screen we will just need to uh, click this wish list, so we will be just redirected to the wish list page if it is not empty. So we will be just designing that page, so I'll be just adding uh, a product into our wish list, so we can just see that screen too. So yeah, I'll be just going back, and I'll be just moving to my home page, and I'll just add this product to my wish list. And now I will be just moving to my wish list again, and now I just click this, and yeah, we will be just designing this page. So this page will be similar to our that search screen page, so we will be just creating this. So yeah, let's just move into the coding. So for that, first thing first, so I will be just designing hover this wishlist icon, which will be the reusable icon. So I'll be just creating that first. So for that I'll be just going to my widgets, and inside the widgets we just created a products directory. So inside this product directory I'll be just creating a new dart file. So here I will be just clicking on the new file, and I'll just name it heart button widget, which will be art button widget dart. And here I will be just creating a stateful widget. So for that I'll be just creating a stateful widget which will be heart button widget, and that's it. So now on this button what we just need to get dynamically, so we will be just adding uh, those fields here. So for that we just need the size of the button, so we just need to specify the size, the color, um, and that's it. We just need both of these. So I'll be just creating the final fields here, which will be double size, and the other one which will be the color. So basically it will be the type of color, which will be final color, and I'll just edit color. Great. So now we just need to add all the final fields into our constructor. So I'll be just adding them, and that's it. We are just done by doing that. And in replacement of this placeholder I'll be just using a container. So for that I'll be just using the container here, inside the container we just need to decorate it a bit. So for that we will be just using the decoration property, and it requires the box decoration property, and we will be just designing the button inside this. So what kind of shape we just need? So for that we just require the circle shape, as you saw on the demonstration application. So it was just a circle. So for that we will be just using the shape property of our decoration, and which will be the box shape dot circle. And yeah, that's it. Great. Now we will be just we just also need to specify the color of this button. So for that we will be just using this color, whatever colors we will be just getting, so we will be just providing it to this. For that we will be just using the widget dot color. Great. So yeah, we will be just making these fields not required, so we will be just um, heading our own sizes by default. So when we just call this, so our size should be 22 by default. So I'll just define these, which will be 22, and the color which should be also not required, but we will be just specifying the color. So the color should be by default. If it is not provided any colors to it, so we will just make it transparent. So yeah, that's it. I'll just now save this, and we also need to specify the on press function of this button. When this button is pressed, so it should do some kind of actions. So for that we just need to define that. So for that we will be just uh, using the container child property, and inside the child property we will be just adding the icon button. So by using that, so this button basically will be clickable, so it just required the on press function. So we will be just providing it this later on, or we can just add a print statement to show it on the debug console. So I'll be just letting it empty for now, so you can just do it. So I will be just providing the icon, the heart shape icon, which we have just added this here. So for that I just need to use the iconly for this. So I'll be just using our iconly package here to just show this art shape here. So for that we just need to import this iconly first. So I'll be just um, importing it. So I'll just click this here, so it will be just automatically import for me. And now I just need to get the heart button or heart icon from here. So yeah, that's it. Now I'll be just heading a const keyword here to just remove the warnings, and on the on press function we have just make this empty for now. So we will be just defining this later on in the upcoming video. So we also need to specify the size for this. So I'll be just using the size, and I'll just uh, get the size whatever the size is provided by the uh, end user. So I'll be just using this widget dot size. Whatever size will be given, it will just take all these. So now I just remove this const, and that's it. And we also need to just style some this button habit. So for that I'll be just using the style property of this icon button, which will be a style, and the icon button dot from style. So style from, sorry. So in this style from we just need to specify the border. So we just need to show the border for this button. So for that I'll just use the shape, and I'll just use the circle border, which will be this, and I'll just head a const keyword to remove the warnings. And yeah, great. Now has so far we are done by creating our this art button, which will be we will be calling it in our home screen and in the details screen. So for that we will be just going to now write code for our details screen. So I'll be just moving to my screens, and inside this screen, so now when we just click on this button, so we will be just redirected to the next page. So I will be just creating a new directory, which will be uh, inner screen. So we will just add all the codes which are related to inner screen. So we will be just adding all these in the inner screen. So yeah, I'll be just creating inner screens, and that's it. Now I'll just create a dart file which will be product details dart, and here we will be just creating a stateful widget. We will be just naming it product details, so which will be products details, and I'll just replace this placeholder with our scaffold widget, which will be a scaffold. And now on this scaffold we just need to show this title on the details page. So I'll be just going to my this profile screen, and in this profile screen I will be just copying all this section from here, and now I'll just paste it here. So we just need to import all these app name widget and this asset manager class. So yeah, I will be just also giving some kind of paddings to it. So for that we just save this and create. So we just need to show the page of details screen. So when I just click on this button, so I will be just redirected to our this detail page, so I can be just able to see the pages and the changes on the screen, and I will be just designing that. So for that we just need to define the routes for our this application. So we will be just now implementing the routes in our application. So for that I will be just creating the route here, so basically which will be a static const, and I'll just name it route name, and I'll just add the route here. So this is the basic and a simple way to just define the routes to just move from one page to another page, uh, and you can just use the navigator also. There are many ways to just moving from one page to another page, so you can just create all the routes in a separate dart file, or you can just use in this pattern. So whatever you prefer, it will be best. So I'm using this procedure, you can just follow me up. So yeah, we will be just using this product details here, and now I'll just uh, had a semicolon here. Now I'll just basically paste use this route's name, and I'll be just redirecting to our this details page. So now we just need to define the routes in our main.dart. So now I will be just saving this, and now I'll be just moving to my main.dart, and now under the home I will be just getting the routes. So for that we will be just using the routes, and for the routes we just need to define it. So now I will be just calling the product details page. So I will be just importing this, and now I will be just getting this route, and now we just need to define the context of this. So for that uh, we will be just defining the context here. So I will be just pasting it, uh, which I have already copied. So yeah, I will be just defining this routes here. So for that we have not just and yeah, we will be just defining our routes in the main.dart like this. So here we will just be calling our that route name we have just defined in our product details here. Now we will be just calling this into our this, and we will just pass the context of our product details. So we will be just redirected to details page where we just click on any of the products. So yeah, I'll just save this from here, and now I will just click this. uh, so I will be just moving to my this home screen. So first we just need to define the navigator to just move to the next screen. So yeah, we will just go to home screen page and we will be just defining the function for this button, which was basically printing this navigate to product screens. So in this replace, we will be just replacing this statement to uh, a navigator. So where was that? I will be just moving to our latest arrival products, and here you have it. So now we just need to make this function async. So we will be just using a future function for this. So we will be just going to navigator, navigator dot post name, and now we just need to define the routes. So for that we will be just defining the routes here, which will be in the product or product details, and we just need to import this class, and now we will be just getting the route name, and that's it. Now I'll just save this from here, and now when I just click on this screen, so we will be just redirected to our this product details page. So yeah, that's it. Now we will be just designing our this product details screens from here. So we have just added the app bar, which will just showing the title of our application name and the icon here. So far so good. Now I will be just going to uh, so now we just need to also add a button here to just uh, go back to the home screen when this button is clicked. So for that we will be just so so yeah, now we just need to replace this icon basically with the icon which we just be able to move to the home screen, which will be basically pop. So we will just delete this icon from here. We just don't need this. We will be just getting the back button. So I will be just cutting this image from here. Now we just need to implement the icon button, which will be icon button, and we will be just getting the on pressed here, and I will be just defining that in a second. But before that I will be just defining the icon for her. So what kind of icon we will be just getting? So I'll be just using the standard built-in icon. For me, we will just get that, which will be icons dot hero bake. So I'll just get this and I'll just save this, and let's see what we will be just getting. Great, we are just getting this, and now we just need to increase the title size. For that we just need to specify the size. For that we'll be just moving to this font size here, and I will just give it 20 for now. That's it. Now we also just need to make this icon a bit similar. So for that I just use the size here, and I will just define the size to 18, and let's have a look how now. Great, now it's looking good and much better. Great, I'll just add a const keyword here to remove the warnings, and that's it. So now we just need to pop when user click on this button. So for that we just need to define this on pressed function for this. So for that we can just use the navigator dot pop for this, but before that we just need to check if this is poppable or it can be pop or not. So if it is so just pop it or not, so just return the null. So for that I will be just using the navigator dot can pop. Yeah, if yes, if it is true, so just pop it for using the navigator dot pop, and if it is not, so just return the null. Great, now I just save this from here, and when I just click on this button, so I just go back to my this home screen, and when I click here we will be just redirected to our details page. And yes, so far so good, it is working fine. And now we just need to um, add an image here and some kind of detailings and the descriptions and the title in the body part. So I will be just moving to the body part. Now we are done from here, so yeah, let's just head the body part. So for the body part we just need to use the column, so we just need multiples widgets here. So for that we will be just using the column widget, column, and it requires the children as usual. So for that we just need to load our images and add the effect fancy image, shimmer image. So we will be just using our that package which we have just using in our previous videos for the shimmer effect. So for that we will be just using the fancy shimmer image. So we just need to import this first. So now it requires the image URL, so we will be just getting it from app constant. So we will just import that class and that product URL image. And great, now we just need to specify the sizes for our this image. So I will be just defining the sizes. So we just need to get the sizes, and we just need to make our this application responsive. So as usual we will be just using our media query to just calculate the sizes. So I'll be just using the size is equal to media query, which will be media query. Yeah, come on, media query, and dot of context and the size. Great. Yeah, there you have it. Now we will be just calculating the size on the basis of our device size. So I will be just calculating that, which will be height and the size dot height. Now I will just use the 38% of our screens, which will be 38. And that's it. I'll just save this, and now we will be just getting the size according to the specified height. So now we just need to also define the width of the image. So whatever our spaces are available, we just need to take all the available spaces for our this image. So for that, which will be double dot infinity, and we just need to also make it pet. So for that we just need to use the box pet property and the box pet dot content, box pet dot content. Yeah, I'll just save this, and now we will be just seeing how it looks. So great. Now, and this is looking good as we just wanted. So now I will be just moving ahead. Now we just need to implement the buttons here. So for that I will be just using the another column, which will be column requires the children, and that's it. Now we just need to add the title here first. So I will be just defining the title in a row. So we just need the title here and the uh, a price on the side of the title. So we just need to use the row widget for us. So I'll be just using the row, and the row also requires the children. And now we just need to define the text here. So for that we will be just using the text, the basic and the simple text widget, and now I will be just defining it, which will be title, and I'll just multiply it with 16 to just make the title a bit longer, to just check for the overflow issue. And yeah, we are just getting that overflow issue, so I will be just wrapping my this text widget with a widget, and I'll just name it flexible, so it should be flexible. So I'll just save this for now, and I'll just see what I am getting, and that's it. Now overflow issue is gone. I'll just refactor my code, and here or between the image and the title we just need some kind of gaps. So for that I will be just using the size box, which will be height, and I'll just give it 60. I'll just give it 10 for now. We can just adjust this later on if it is not good. Yeah, it's good. No, it's good, looking good. So I'll just add the const keyword here, and now I will be just moving ahead. So now I just need to style my this text a bit, so I will be just styling this. So for that we just need to use the style property of our text, and we just need to use the text style for styling the text, which is text style. And inside this text style we just need to specify the font size. So I just need the font size to be 20, and the font weight should be bold for the title. So yeah, which will be font weight, and the font weight dot bold. Great. Now I just save this, and here you have it. We will be just getting the bold title for us. And the next we just also need to show the price next to this title. So for that I will be just using our the subtitle text, which will be subtitle text, and I'll just label it as 166.5, the forward slash, and the dollar sign. Great. Now I'll just color this, which will be colors dot blue, and I just need the font weight to be bold and the font size to be 20. So for that, which will be font size, uh, in our case it will be 20, and the font weight, which will be font weight dot bold. That's it. Now I'll just save this, and yeah, we will be just getting the size price here basically. So I'll just add the const keyword here, const, and the const. So we just need some kind of spacing between these, so for that we will be just using the size box. So I'll just copy this, and I'll just paste this. Now as you see that it is a row, so we just need the spacing from the width. So I'll just change this height to width, and we will be just getting the spaces here. And great, now we have just got some kind of spaces. And I'll just now make this title a bit similar, so I'll just multiply it with 10, so we will be just getting a similar title for us, which will be 5, I guess. It will be fine for the title. And great, now we just need some kind of paddings here also, so I'll just provide some kind of paddings to it, to our column basically. So I will be just wrapping my this column widget with the padding widget. And now I'll just save this, and that's it. We just got some kind of paddings here. And now I will be just making the cross axis alignment of this row widget, which will be cross axis alignment and the cross axis alignment dot start, and I'll just save this. And great, now no changes appear on the screen, but yeah, we just wanted to make sure to just bring the title or the elements of the row at the start position. So great, now we will be just moving ahead, and we will be just designing the buttons for her. So I'll be just coming out of this row widget now, and I will be just creating another row widget for buttons. So we also just need to specify or to give some kind of spaces between these. So I will be just copying this size box from here, and I'll just paste it here, and this time it is a column, so we just need to give it height. So I'll just give it 25 for now, and I'll just save this. And great, now I will be just creating another row for me to just design the buttons for me. So I'll just use the row and this children, and inside the children I will be just calling my date button, heart button, which I have just created, which was heart button widget, and I will just import that. Great, now I'll just save this from here. So let's see what we will be just getting. So yeah, we have just got this, but we don't need this as transparent, so I will just define the color for me. So for that I'll just use the color property, and I'll just make it colors dot blue, and I'll just give it some kind of shades, and I'll save this. Now let's see how it looks. Great, now we are just getting what we needed, that's it. So now I will be just giving some kind of paddings to this row, but this time we will be just giving it some kind of symmetric padding. So I'll just wrap this widget with the padding widget, and I'll just use the symmetric, and now we just need to provide the horizontal paddings, and this time it will be 30, and I'll just save this, and that's it. Now we will be just moving ahead, and we will just create the add to cart button here. So for that we just need to give it some kind of spaces. So I'll just copy this size box again, and I'll just paste it here, and as you know, this it is the row, so we just need to give it width, and I'll just need some kind of small spaces, so I will just give it 10. So that's it. Now I'll just moving ahead. Now we just need to create the elevated button for us, so which will be the elevated button dot icon. So as you saw that we just need to also give it a icon, so for that we just need to use the elevated button dot icon. So I'll just let empty this on press function, so we can just define it later on. So I'll just keep this empty for now. I will just get the icon here. So for that so I will be just adding the icon, which will be add to cart icon. So I'll just use the icon. It will be icons dot add shopping cart, which will be rounded, or I'll just add this. For now, let's see how it looks. We can just change it later on. So first we just need to see how this looks. So for the label, I'll just give it add to cart. So this label requires a widget, so we just need to wrap this with a text widget. So I'll just cut this from here, and I'll just provide the text widget, and I'll just give it add to cart. That's it. I'll just use some kind of const keywords here to just remove the warnings. I'll just save this. And yeah, we have just got this button, but we just need to design it a bit to just make the corners rounded and some other stylings. For that we just need to uh, style this. So for that we will be just styling how this button. We will be just using the style property, and inside the style property we just need to use the elevated button dot style from. For that we will be just going to use that, which will be elevated button dot style from. And now inside this we will be just giving some kind of colors, which will be background color, and the color will be colors dot light below, colors dot light below, and I'll just give it some kind of border radius. So we just need to use the shape property of it, which will be rounded rectangle border, which will be rounded rectangle border. And inside this border now we just get the border radius for the button. So for this we just need to use the border radius dot circular, border radius dot circular, and I'll just give it 30. And now I'll just save this, and yeah, we have got that radius for our button. Great. Now I will be just defining the size of this button. So for that I just need to wrap this button, elevated button, with the sized box. So I'll just wrap this sized box, and now I'll just define the height of this, and we will be just getting the default height. I'll just save this, and great, we just got that, and I'll just minus it with 10. Let's see how it looks. And that's it. Now it's looking good. So I just need to take all the available spaces. For that I'll just need to wrap my this size box with the expanded widget, expanded, and that's it. Now I'll just set this again, and great, now it just took all the available spaces. But um, I just need to use the main axis alignment of our row to just use the space around. So for that I will be just using the main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot space around, and I'll just save this. And now we will be just getting some kind of spaces between them. So yeah, so far so good. We have just created this button and this button, and now we will be just moving ahead, and we will be just adding um the title, which will be description, or and the category, and the um description under that. So for that we will be just going moving ahead, and I'll be just coming out from this row, and now I will be just saving this. And now we just also need the row, which will be a title. We will be showing a title about this item and the category. So for that we will be just using another row. So for that, but first we just need some kind of spaces here. So I'll be just using the const sized box here, and I'll just define the height, how many white spaces we require. So I'll just give it 25 for now. And now I will be just using the row widget here. For that we will be just using the children property, and that's it. We will be just getting the title text, which we have just customized, our custom title text widget. Basically we will be just using that, which will be title. What was that? Text title, text title. Let's have a look. What was the name? Title text widget. Sorry. So yeah, I'll just add this, which will be about this item. and I'll just use a subtitle here, which will be subtitle text widget, and I'll just give it a label to it, which will be in fonts. So I'll be just hard coding these, but we will be just soon getting these dynamically from our Firebase, and we will be just using the provider state management to manage our state. So here we just now need some kind of spaces between them. So I'll be just using uh, the main axis alignment dot space between to just move this, which will be main axis alignment. Yeah, come on, main axis alignment and the main axis alignment dot space between, and I'll just save this, and great, now we are just getting that. So I'll just use the const keyword here, and now I'll just move outside of this row widget, and now I just need to add the description this under this. So we will be just using the subtitle text, and I'll just label it description, and here you have it. I'll just multiply it with 15, and let's see what we will be just getting. So I'll just save this, and there you have it. We have just got that. But before that, we just need some kind of spaces. So I'll just copy this size box from here, and I'll just paste it here. And that's it. Now we just got what we wanted. So here goes the description. So now, as you see that how this detail page is good and it looking good, and I've designed this as the demonstration application, as you saw at the initial of this video, and now we will be just moving ahead, and now we will be just designing the wish list. So for that we have already designed the search screen, so it is basically the same. So I'll just copy this from here, the search screen page, and now here in the inner screen, now I'll just create a new dart file, and I'll just name it wish list screen dart, and I'll just save this, and now I will be just pasting this. And now what I will be just doing, so I'll just rename this by pressing Ctrl D to select all the search screens on this page. So now I'll just change the name, which will be wish list screen, and great. Now I will just save this, and there you have it. So now I'll be just moving ahead on my profile screen, and from the profile screen now we just need to specify and redirect to the wishlist screen. So for that we just need to use the function which we have just created for our wishlist, but it is empty for now. So we also need to define the route for our this wish list first, but I will be just creating that. So for that we just need to use the same method which I have used um on this product dot details. So I'll just copy this from here, which will be the same, and I'll just paste it here. And now I'll just change the route name, which will be wish list screen. And now I will just go to my main.dart and also define this wish list here. So for that we can just use the wish list screen dot route name, and I'll just need to define the context, and the context will be the page we have just created. So here, which will be called wish list screen. Great, now I'll just save this, and now I will be just moving to my this profile screen again, and here on this function, on the home tab function, basically wishlist order, so we can just use the navigator dot post name, and I will just use this wish list dot route name, and that's it. Here you have it. I'll just save this again, and now when I just click this wish list button, so we are just getting um all the elements of our wish list. But now we just don't need this search bar, so I'll just go to my this wish list again. Now I will just remove this text form field from here. So that's it. I will just do that. I'll just cut this, and there you have it. Now it's looking good. So now we just need to also rename the search products for this. Now I can just do that, which will be wish list, and I'll just add 5 for now, and I'll just save this. And great, now it is looking basically good. So we can just I will be just calling the custom button here, so I can just call this, but in this we have just hard coded this, so I will just remove this and call my that heart button which we have just created, and we will be just getting that. So basically where is that? It is in the product widget, and I will just cut this from here, this button. So I'll just cut this, and now I will be just using the heart button widget, which was this, and I just save this. And yeah, we are just getting what the same thing, but now we are just using our customized button. And that's a rave for this part. We have built the product details screen, wishlist screen, and explored some related widgets. If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, feel free to share them in the comments. Subscribe for more Flutter goodness, and I'll see you in the next coding adventure. Until then, stay happy, stay fit, and as usual, happy fluttering.